Hello math students, this is Mr. McAllen and this is our fifth video on solving quadratic equations. In this video we're going to talk about how you can do this by using graphing utility. So most of us in the classroom have access to a TI-84, so we'll solve this problem by using the TI-84 and then we'll solve it using Desmos. Now in some of the earlier videos I've used Desmos, and I use Desmos whenever I can because it's so fast and snappy in terms of showing the picture. It's got great color and there's so many things you can do with it. It's worthwhile to use it. But if we don't have Desmos and we're taking a test in class, we'll be using the Texas Instruments 84 series calculator. So most of us have this, or we have access to it within the classroom. So when you're solving a problem like this, as the calculator comes up, we have two parts of the equation. We have x squared plus 6x. When does that equal 25? So what we want to do is in the graphing window, where it says y1 equals and y2 equals, we want to basically look and see when, if y1 equals the left side, we want to see when that equals y2, which will make equal to 25. And then we'll look for an intersection. Now, so I just have to remember this to put into y1. So I'll go to my graphing calculator. I'll just increase the size of that calculator. And so what you'll see is when you go into the graphing calculator, you just want to clear out what you have in the function spots. So I'll just clear out this information, and I'm going to put in x squared plus 6x. So I'll hit the x button, squared plus 6x. And in y2, I'm going to put 25. Now, when I graph it, I may not see everything graphed. So this is a difficulty with the graphing calculator, is I see I have a parabola, but I'm kind of off the screen. So I need to move the window over so I can see the parabola better. So I'll just go to my window settings and I'll open up the x-axis values. So I'll have to scroll down and I'll make x min. Let me make x min equal to -10. And regraph it and see what it looks like. So here I can see the parabola, but I don't see the other line, 25. So I'm going to look at my window settings again, and if you notice, my y max is set to 10, so I should really increase that to at least 25, maybe 30, so I can see the line y equals 25. So I type in 25, I'll graph it again, and now I see my parabola once again, and now I see at the very top the line. So I'm just going to make it just a tiny bit bigger. I said I was going to make it 30, but I guess I was thinking about 25. That's why I typed in 25. So I'll put in 30, and I'll graph that again, and now we should be able to see it. There we go. So now we need to find the intersection between these two. So to do this, you would go to Calculate. Okay, that's right above the trace button. And you would choose number 5 for an intersection. And notice the calculator first gives you a choice of what curve do you want to find an intersection between. And the first curve, it's got a cursor blinking. And it says that that's on the curve x squared plus 6x. So I'm going to hit enter to accept that. And then the cursor jumps to the second curve, which you can see at the top. It says y2 equals 25. So I'm going to choose that. And now it needs us to guess. So we're either going to guess the intersection to the left or to the right. So I'm going to scroll over to the one on the left. And I don't want to get too far ahead of myself by hitting the left arrow key. There's a little bit of lag time with my computer here. So I think I'm close enough, so I'm going to hit enter, and it should find one of my intersections. And it finds the intersection to be -8.83. So I'm going to write that down. So intersection 1 is equal to -8.830. And my second intersection, which is the second solution, is so here I'm going to do calculate intersection again, number 5. And now I'm going to say the first curve will be the quadratic. The second curve will be 25. But now when I do my guess, notice I'm at 1, 2, about 3. So I'm going to just type in 3 so I don't have to hit the arrow all the time. Hit that. It brings the cursor close to the intersection, and then I'll hit enter to accept that. And it's calculating the intersection to be hold on, let me do that again. I'll do calculate intersection. First curve, hit enter. Second curve, hit enter. My guess, I'm going to type in 3, and I'll hit enter, and then it calculates my intersection to be 2.830. So I'll write that up, 2.830. And these were the two values that, using the quadratic formula in the earlier video, and using difference of squares, we found these values. But let's verify them anyway with Desmos. So we'll go to the internet, and let's go to Desmos, and I'm just going to change these functions so that we can type in, well actually I don't have my keyboard out, so I'm going to actually use the the keyboard at the bottom. So I think it was x squared plus 6x, and that shows me a parabola. And then I'll make my second function just y equals 25. So I should do y. You should always do y equals, or the function equals. I'll do here y equals 25, and now I can see, now all I have to do to find the intersection is just probe on those points, and the more you zoom in, the more accuracy you get. So you can see 8.831 and positive 2.831. So that verifies what we found for our using Texas Instruments calculator. I hope this video has helped you understand how to use the graphing tools to find solutions between curves, and we'll also be doing more of this in class.